everybody, it's Sydney Galpern from SeeMeCakes.com. Today I thought I'd make a video to show you how to utilize different kinds of color to achieve different finishes and looks to your Isomalt pieces. The first type of coloring that I want to show you is airbrush color. Airbrush color is a really beautiful way to achieve a nice, glassy, transparent color. So when you add in just about a drop or a few drops, depending on how intense you want the color, and you mix in your airbrush color into the liquid Isomalt, it's going to give you that really beautiful translucent color, as you can see here. This is a water-based color, but you can also use an alcohol-based airbrush color. The next type of color that I want to show you how to mix into your liquid Isomalt is luster dust. Luster dust, when mixed in with Isomalt, is going to give you a beautiful shimmery effect, and it's also going to make it a little bit less translucent and a little bit more opaque, almost like a milky finish. So combined, that gives you a really pretty metallic overall look to your Isomalt pieces. You only need a little bit of the luster dust, but I usually just keep adding it until the color is as intense as I like. So just sprinkle a little bit over the surface of the liquid Isomalt and stir it in as normal. The last type of color that I want to show you can mix into Isomalt is petal dust. Petal dust, like luster dust, is a powder-based color, and it is not shimmery like luster dust. It's a completely matte color, and that, when mixed into Isomalt, actually gives you more of a porcelain or a plastic finish, which is going to be completely opaque. So it's going to be a really pretty and very different look than the other two colors that I just showed you. So I just mix it in the same way. Depending on how much you add, the more and more opaque it will get. So just sprinkle a little bit in and stir it and pour or use your Isomalt as you would normally use it. Another really creative way to combine colors is you can actually layer different colors of Isomalt in your mold. You can pour one section of the mold or multiple sections of one mold in one color, and as long as you let it dry completely so it's not liquid anymore, you can pour another color of Isomalt onto the back and it will not bleed through. You can also pour two colors, one directly after the other, and use a toothpick to marbleize if you prefer that finish. Just make sure to think through what colors you're going to use before you pour them. Because Isomalt is translucent, if you, let's say, put a yellow center for the flower and then a dark purple petal, pouring the dark purple over the yellow is going to completely absorb all of the yellow color, and you won't be able to tell from the front that the yellow is there. So I recommend always starting, if you're going to use transparent colors, always starting with the darker colors first and working your way backwards and going lighter and lighter as you go. These three types of colors are perfect for getting a wide array of different finishes on all of your Isomalt pieces, but the one thing that you never ever want to mix into liquid Isomalt is gel color. Gel color has gelatin in it and is going to actually break down the Isomalt. Any of your pieces are not going to dry properly, and the gelatin is not going to allow the color to disperse evenly either. So stick to either a liquid or a powdered color when working with Isomalt. You want to make sure that whatever powdered color of luster dust or petal dust that you're using is ground really fine so that you're not going to get any clumps of color in your Isomalt, and it's going to be a nice even color. Now let's move on to painting. There's a lot of different types of edible color that you can use to paint your pieces. You can either start with a pre-colored base and paint the similar or different colors on top of it to layer different colors, or you can start with a completely clear or white base and add whatever colors you would like on top of it. The first type of color that you can paint on top of the Isomalt is gel color. Now remember, we talked about you can't mix gel color into the Isomalt, but if your Isomalt is already completely cool and set up, it works great to paint on top of your piece for a translucent finish. You can either do the gel color straight, or you can thin it down with a little bit of alcohol. You can also take the same luster dust that we mixed into the Isomalt, and you can dry dust that on top of your piece. Now if you dry dust it, the luster dust is a little bit sticky, so it will actually stick to the surface of the Isomalt. The petal dust will not, unfortunately, but the luster dust will give you a light kind of iridescent sheen that is really, really pretty and subtle. For a more intense look, mix that luster dust with a little bit of alcohol and paint it on top of your pieces for a very bright, intense metallic finish. The last type of painting that I want to show you is airbrushing. This is by far one of my favorite techniques for painting and coloring Isomalt because there's so many different things you can do with it. You can either do a solid base of one color and make the whole piece the same color, or you can do gradients and soft changes of colors very, very easily, and it gives you a really natural and organic finish. These examples of different kinds of color are really just the beginning and a basis to work off of all the different color combinations and styles that you can do. Try experimenting with layering different colors and different painting techniques to get a finish that is completely unique.
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, and make sure to subscribe to my channel for more tutorials. And also let me know what other kinds of videos you would like to see. To check out the products I used in this tutorial, visit SimiCakes.com, or there you can also find a list of specialty cake supply stores that carry Simi Cakes products near you. Again, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, keep life sweet!